Ok, muy buenos días o muy buenas tardes, clase. ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a la semana 10, día 2. Wow. So we're in the second quarter, week 10, day 2, Spanish 2. Today we're going to do a short lecture on two specific verbs. We're going to be talking about the verb saber y conocer. Y conocer. Now, these two verbs mean, in English, the translation would be to know, but they actually have different meanings. So we're going to have to figure out today which one do we use in which context. So we have saber to know and conocer to know. Let me give you the conjugational forms. Most of the forms are regular, but some forms, the yo form in each verb is irregular. So saber, do not put sabo. What the heck is that? I don't even know. That's not even Spanish. Okay, so don't put sabo. That's not even a Spanish word. It is say. Like yo sé, yo lo sé, or no sé, I know, or I don't know. And here, these forms here, the rest of the forms are regular. Sabes, sabe, sabemos, sabéis, y sabe. Pretty, got say, sabe, sabe, sabemos, sabéis, saben. Then we have conocer. It's regular in all the forms except the yo form. Okay. Por ejemplo, we have, so it's not yo conozco, it's yo conozco. Conozco. C-O-N-O-Z-C-O. Conozco. The other forms are regular. Conoces. Conoce. Conocemos. Conocéis. Y conocen. So, conozco, conoces, conoce, conocemos, conocéis, conocen. So we have our conjugational forms. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Let's move on. So how do we know which verb to use? So I'm going to give you a couple rules here. We talk about los hechos. We talk about facts. So if I write down, under the verb saber, to know facts. So if we're talking about knowing something, head knowledge, factual information, we use the verb saber. Saber, por ejemplo, for example. If I said, yo sé tu número de teléfono. Teléfono. Yo sé tu número de teléfono. I know your telephone number. Yo sé tu número de teléfono. So we use the verb saber here because it's facts, knowledge. Or if I said, tú sabes la respuesta. Tú sabes la respuesta. You know the answer. Tú sabes la respuesta. Okay. And rule number 2, to know how to do something. To know how to do something. To know how to do something. Por ejemplo, yo sé nadar. Yo sé nadar. I know how to swim. Sabemos jugar Sabemos jugar al béisbol. We know how to play baseball. Okay, now let's go to conocer. Conocer. A couple rules here. So conocer. Number 1 rule. To know people or to know a place, or you could say a thing. Okay. Okay. This is a vague rule. There's more things. So it's like to know people personally, or to know a place personally, or a thing. And to know people, you can put animals. To know an animal, maybe your family dog. It's really personal. You give it a name. You personify the dog as almost human. So that's when we use it. Por ejemplo, yo conozco a Maria. I know Maria. She's like a friend of yours or whatever. And we use this little a here after the verb conocer when we talk about people we know personally. And with an animal, you wouldn't use it unless you personified that animal as part, like a human being, part of the family, and you talk about your dog like it's one of your own, like a member of the family. Then you would use it. Next one. Tú conoces el Parque Nacional de Yosemite. So basically, you know Yosemite National Park. You know it. You've been there. You know the trails. You know the mountains. You know the hills. There are hills there. These are all mountains. But you know it intimately, personally, because you spend a lot of time there hiking. Like you know the streets of San Francisco. You know the streets of Modesto. So tú conoces el Parque Nacional de Yosemite. Or I could say, conocemos las obras de Mozart. So if I said, conocemos las obras de Mozart, we know the works of Mozart. We're familiar with his works. Okay. And last one, easy. Ella conoce a su familia. Oops, there's my I, no accent. Regular I. Ella conoce a su familia. She knows her family. She lives with them. She knows them. Okay, so I'm going to give some questions here. You're going to fill in the blank with the correct form of conocer or saber, and when you're done, you're also going to translate it into English. So here's our warm-up for the day. You need to turn this in, and I'm running out of space. And right here. Looks good. So here we go. Here are the questions for the day. Fine. So, is it saber or conocer? Saber or conocer? All right, guys, so let's fill these in. So number one, I'm going to translate in English so you can hear it You got to put the correct form of saber y conocer. And you have to conjugate it. Don't just put saber y conocer. You have to conjugate it. I'm giving you pronouns so you know, or nouns so you know which form to put it in. Okay? So number one, do you know how to speak in Spanish? 2, do you know the city of Modesto? 3, does Juanita know Michael Jackson's music? 4, do you know if there's homework tonight? 5, do all of you know your cousins? 6, do you know who the director of the band is? All right, guys, nos vemos. We'll see each other in teams. Ciao.